Hey peeps, poops, and everybody in between. Welcome to Searching in Fearless Tarot. Today's message is going to be for Pisces, Capricorn, Aries. The song I got in my head when I was shuffling was that song by Sierra, 1-2 Step. I will link it below. I don't really know how it's going to correlate to the reading, but I'll link it, and if it does, it does. Also, keep in mind, I'm doing collective energies, so if this doesn't feel like you're reading, don't make it fit where it doesn't fit. If it feels like I'm talking about the other person, then switch the roles or reverse the roles. Thank you in advance for all the likes, shares, subscribes. I love all of you. Thank you so much for all your support. Okay, so moving into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for another day not promised. Thank you for all the love, kindness, and wisdom you give to us. We are nothing without it or you. Please help me to connect to the Aries, Capricorn, Pisces collective. Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. What do they need to know at this time for their highest good? Some of you could be like taking a trip to the coast or being at the, I don't know, I keep getting this image of the beach. I don't know why, and the waves just sifting lightly. Okay, so I get the nine of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. This is talking about not feeling like you have enough support. Pentacles are very physical, so this could be money, like financial, not seeing your finances grow. And it doesn't necessarily feel like you're uncomfortable in the way that you're living right now. You're just not meeting the expectations that you thought you would be at this time in your life. That's what I'm feeling. A lot of you could be looking for a partner. This could be a business relationship or it could be a romantic relationship, but you're looking for someone who's going to be in there for the long haul. Some of you are worried about the growth of a relationship, where it could go, where it's leading to. There's a lot of indecision. Some of you could be feeling like you're not good enough. Like you don't know enough, and not like you're not good enough physically, but you don't know enough, or maybe the person is a little bit more mature than you, or maybe well versed in something that you're not. That's what this feels like. And you're not sure how your timeline and this other person's timeline is going to fit together. Even though you're feeling, even though you could be feeling inadequate right now, you're still offering compassion. You're still offering a listening ear. It's like, I feel like a lot of you feel like things are pretty hopeless right now. As far as like, but I feel like the hopelessness you're feeling should be switched with curiosity. And hear me out when I say that. Because I think that what's the fear here is the unknown. The fear is because you've never encountered a situation like this, and you could be of the older variety, feeling like you've seen it all, you've done it all up until this point. And it could be scary for you because of past traumas, past relationship situations that have happened where you felt screwed over, fucked over. This could also be a business partner too, keep that in mind. But you're scared. You're still offering your compassion, but you're doing it as a page. It still feels somewhat disconnected. But you're muscling through it the best way that you can. Because at the end of the day, a happy family is what you want, is your goal. And really, at the end of the day, I feel like having faith that a happy family is possible is what's going on here. There's also a need to reintegrate yourself, to reintegrate the parts of you, the feminine aspect of you. And when I say that, I mean, when we work, we attract, we don't chase. In the feminine world, we are very, it's letting life, it's observing life and passively letting it happen to you, and letting circumstances bring you into new territory or new adventure. Whereas opposed to the masculine energy is more about go, go, go. Let's do what job can I do? Where can I go that's going to be the best success? You know, it's physical action more so. It's asserting yourself in situations. It's creating something new. Whereas the feminine energy is a little bit more passive. It's a little bit more receptive. It's waiting for an opportunity to happen, or letting the circumstances in your life guide you to what new opportunity is going to happen. I feel like there's a mass spiritual awakening happening on that level for a lot of people. And when I say that, I'm including myself, because a lot of light workers that were at the end of their rope in 2020 for a lot of us. And we felt burnt out. We didn't know how to give. We didn't know how to give to ourselves. So it's like we're going through this awakening of having to learn how to give to ourselves, when to be assertive and when to be passive, when to be more feminine, when to be more masculine. And I think for a lot of the fear is that, especially for my light workers, is that now that you've mastered whichever energy you were trying to get into, masculine or feminine, you're worried that when shit hits the fan, you're not going to be able to turn it back on. Like it's going to slip through your fingers, because it's something that's very new. It's a newly developed skill that you have. So what I like to say when I'm incorporating something new into my life, whether that be emotionally, physically, whatever, I like to say that I'm calibrating. I've done that since I was in recovery. It's easier for me to do that because there's a lot of surrendering. There's a lot of having to unfold yourself. There's a lot of surrendering to the will of whatever your higher power has for you when you're in recovery, right? So when I had to become more assertive, when I had to break down those codependent barriers that I had with relationships that were around me, it was really difficult. It was really like, it took me a long time to get myself out of that and to learn how to assert myself. And so it can be pretty jarring or scary when you have to go back to the way that you were, and you feel like maybe I'm going to lose this masculinity, maybe I'm going to lose this assertiveness, but you're not, my friend. And you will have instances along the way that will prove to you that you can click in or out. It's just a new thing. You're just calibrating it. So it's not going to be 100% perfect at first. It's like, think about any new skill that you've had. You know, when I'm reading tarot cards, I wasn't perfect at first. I mean, I did a lot of intuitive tarot and things like that, but we're never perfect at first. It takes us time, skills, talents, a hunch, a passion. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Up until recently, a lot of you could have been trying to soothe yourself from what was happening prior. The Hermit talks about, it's a very Virgo energy. So this is talking about processing something. With the Page of Swords, you could feel like you didn't have enough information for what happened in the past. So now you're trying to get all the facts, trying to see the story from different perspectives so that you can start to heal. And just because you're trying to see the story from different perspectives doesn't necessarily mean you're trying to get back to the old version or you're trying to get back to the old self. It's more like you're trying to create a different perspective so that you can have more harmony within yourself on a daily basis. That's what I'm feeling. Because the Hermit is in positive position, and this means that there's accountability from all sides, or at least there's the search for accountability from all sides. So that's good energy to me. And Page of Swords reversed with the Seven of Swords in positive position and the Eight of Cups reversed is telling me that you maybe didn't have enough information, and maybe that's why there was still some anger or some resentment that was holding on. And maybe you're giving yourself the time to process whatever extra information you have or seeing it from a different side. Some of you could be really hurting over a relationship, a long-lasting relationship with the Six of Cups. Some of you could share children with this person with the Six of Cups. Maybe like a domestic partnership kind of thing, or where you were together for a long time but you never married, that kind of thing. Some of you could be tied up with other financial obligations, and that's why you're not able to move where you would like to move or go where you want to go. There's some indecision on how you want to move forward, separating assets, things like that, the death of a relationship. The Fool reversed. This, I don't know, I feel like Spirit's trying to caution you. Just make sure that whatever plans you're going towards or whatever goals you're going towards are for the long term, okay? That things aren't going to be done flippantly. That's the important. Be careful with that. I don't feel like they're going crazy on that. I just feel like that's a warning they want to tell you. Make sure that you're following through on decisions, or that those decisions are going to last you for the long haul, or last you for a long time. Keep you happy. A lot of you feel like you could be spinning your wheels and not finding clarity on a certain topic. I also feel this frustration that it's like you're, some of you could be obsessing over this a little bit, and I'm feeling like frustration, like you're spinning your wheels trying to get clarity and it's not there, and so you try to suppress it or think about something else or focus on something else in a healthy manner, but you can't. Your mind just keeps bringing you back to it and trying to find cooperation in the whole thing. A lot of you could be thinking about the last conversation that was had between you two in the relationship, thinking about ways to compromise, ways to bring this to a better harmony. If not with if it's not possible with the other person, at the very least with yourself. What's the advice on this, Spirit? Why? No, you know what I'm going to ask first? I'm going to ask why is this heavy on their mind? Why is this? What is this lesson? Okay. The lesson here is to get into reality and to get yourself out of the chains that bind you. Even though those chains may be metaphorical chains or thought chains, chains that only exist in your mind, but they're just illusions. To get rid of the illusions, that's what they're saying. To get rid of the illusions. To get you back into your childlike wonder, to get you back into finding your passion, working through this anger, working through this disclosure, working through and trying to find cooperation, trying to find harmony within yourself and the people around you. And even though these people, like, maybe they're not acknowledging it, and maybe you are pissed and frustrated that they are not acknowledging it. Getting to resolution isn't for them, it's for you. And if you're pissed right now and you're angry, be pissed. It's okay. Feel what you need to feel. Just make sure that you're getting it out and you're talking about it with other people that you love and you trust, because success is coming. And I know that maybe the message I'm getting from Spirit is if there are any repeated patterns that have gone on in past relationships, like say there's a repeated pattern of finding people that depend on you and solely you and can't make a decision for themselves, or there's a pattern of dating people who have substance abuse problems, there's a pattern of dating people who are pessimistic or selfish or whatever, for whatever that is. there's a need to take accountability for that. And once you take accountability for that, drop it. Drop it and trust that you've learned the lesson and that you're going to have your own back when push comes to shove. That when you see that behavior, it will be so foul to you, you won't even want to think twice about leaving. Because you love yourself from a core place. It doesn't fucking matter what everyone else is doing right now. It doesn't fucking matter. And looking back on it and hoping and wishing and getting angry that they're not seeing isn't going to change it. I love you and I'm with you and I get it. And the frustration is fucking real. But there is a need to hope. There's a need to find that childlike wonder, even if it is without some of the most cherished people around you right now. Okay. Let's do guidance cards and then I'm outie. All right. What does Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Pisces. What do they need to know at this time? Capricorn, Aries, Pisces. Okay. Capricorn, all that glitters. Capricorn, it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling diamonds, these icons let you know something about a place, person, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart, let go of artifice, and let what is authentic shine. Okay, Aries, time to go. 45. Good. Aries, even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Damn, that was hard. All right, and Pisces, to be fair, 38 reversed. In the bitch slap position. 38. Pisces, injustice and inequity are a part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are being called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Okay, my loves, until next time, I love all of you. Bye.